Uh, I lost my parents to cancer. I lost both of my mom and dad, George and Donna, within 9 months of each other, actually. Two different, well, my mom had liver and lung, and my dad got pancreatic. Oh, wait. Hello, sir. And so yeah, seeing it up close and personal, sitting there day in and day out, with my parents, holding their hands, my mom was 63, my dad was 72. I'd done a lot of work with organizations prior, like Comics Come Home, Boston Children's Hospital, where I'm from. And so, when you kind of come in and out of it, it hits you in the heart. But when you're sitting there with your own family and you're dealing with it personally, it opens your eyes up in a very different, it's a very stark way. I wanted to dedicate my life and whatever I can do with my comedy or wherever I take my career to being a part of things like this.
I lost my mother to cancer over 30 years ago, and there's not a day goes by that I don't think about her. And I lost my mother to ovarian cancer, and
I lost my grandfather to cancer. My best friend in high school lost his sister when she was very young. I don't think there's a person here who hasn't been touched, by the horrificness of cancer.
Good to see you.
So, I think that's why you see so many people out, because we all have felt it. We all have felt that sadness and that sorrow and that loss.
Well, I lost my husband, Jay, to colon cancer 16 years ago, and my sister, Emily, shortly after that, to pancreatic cancer. Of course, I know countless people. I know my mother-in-law, my mom, and so many friends have been diagnosed with this disease. And so I think everyone has a personal connection. I'm not alone.
Well, I'm here because I have CML, which is chronic myeloid leukemia. I'm surviving that, and I represent the CML community, and it's important for all of us that cancer research is supported and people get behind it. The more breakthroughs that we make, the more people get well, and the better the landscape gets. So we want everybody to lend their support.
And how are you feeling?
I feel great. I take a medicine called Tasigna that keeps me alive and makes it possible for me to do these types of things. So, because I'm managing my disease, I'm able to take part in this, and, this is very important.
Well, multiple connections. I lost my mother to lung cancer, and members of my family are currently struggling with it. And I have very close friends who have fought and prevailed over cancer, and some that are still struggling, and we have to pray for them. So, but I think I'm like most people. Most of us are touched by cancer in one form or another, either ourselves or people that are close to us. So.
Well, I feel a real personal connection to this day as well, because four years ago I wore the In the Fight t-shirt, and to the day my mum was coming out of chemo and started radiology for breast cancer, and 4 years later, on your mum, your beauty, she's healthy as a horse.
And it was brutal, really devastating, and it was something that I'd always worked with cancer.
so hopefully tonight we're going to raise a ton of money that'll go to research to finally end this disease, or at least make it.
She can work out how to use that mobile phone thing. Yeah.